those of you out on the internet land, we are on SGU Media Productions, CinteGleskaUniversity.com, live on the air. On YouTube. Cúpelo, hola, cúpelo. Listening to was composed by Mr. Dave White in honor of Sinte Gleska College. We were still in college back in the 1970s when this song was composed for Sinte Gleska. How we use it? It says, you take courage in all you do. There is a world coming your way. There are many and many of them. Take courage. Our grand entry, our honor guard. We have our royal best at Sinte Gleska University. We are Michael Bird and Miss Tree Rosebud, also on our royalty lineup. And the faculty of Sinte Gleska University. Thank you for being in our grand entry. And the class of 2025. Graduates from Sinte Gleska University, from Coolwichasa Community College, the Hawkspaw Community College, Wopilalo. Faculty, come on up to here. Faculty, come up forward. Graduates, in front of your chairs. Faculty, seating area. round of applause for our grand entry, people. Put your hands together. Woo! Beautiful, beautiful. Our commencement exercises at Sinte Gleska University are a little bit different than the Washita way. We put the Lakota into what we do, and that's all a part of the dream of Sinte Gleska, to do things in Lakota way. And with that, we do with an opening prayer. But we do that with, first of all, an opening prayer to bless our activity. We made the circle in here because everything in our way, spirituality, everything's in a circle. We need to make that circle that brings a lot more sacredness into this diploma you're getting, the feather you got, the bloom you got, the whole thing. Wo Lakota is very sacred to our way of life. Always remember that, no matter what happens. Always remember that. You get at a time of need, say, oh my God, help me. And they will. So with that, we're going to ask Alexi, Richard Boozcap, to come and give us a prayer at this time to bring us close to our Creator, our Togashilat, our grandfathers. Le wichasha ke lakho chazo yake he yoya ke e priktelo wichahpe khoraka hokshila wocheke iwachina banala
ja Peter Kedel hoichet funkashla wo yushke oda mitakwe wo ye Wonspe Makatia Itupi Chake Yuha Yo Pipeda Yunska Leon Petuki Agalastic to Kokashta but on the noun Kokataka Niwi choked when I Yuska which Homsake Oihaki Vanilia Da we choked a Petukale Dona Michozani Ganonim and Anakuichaluas Akasaka cake the Kazania Mani. Owecha Petukale let's say Chechichello, Omitaka.
At this time, some of you have relatives that served in Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. You also have grandfathers, fathers, uncles, brothers, and now in our this desert era, we have aunties and sisters and moms that served in war. So with that in mind, we're going to have the singers sing a flag song to pay tribute to that red, white, and blue. There's a lot of controversy nowadays about honoring that flag, but that flag was captured by our ancestors in 1851 and 1876, and it fell, and our grandma said, picked it up and said, this will never touch the ground again. It belongs to us. He u kitcha. And so that's why we sing this flag song. And then we have our men and women, grandpas, all served and died. The original flag song was composed to dry the tears of a woman whose husband fell in combat in World War I. That's why we sing this song, to honor them. And his flag flies over this country of ours. We are the original inhabitants of this land. I treasure this flag. I take courage in protecting the flag. Mr. President, this flag will stand forever. Charles Eagle Horn, the first Lakota warrior who fell in World War I. There is a monument constructed in Oak Creek, South Dakota, right along the highway to remember Chauncey and all our grandfathers that fought in World War I, even though because of the treaty they couldn't carry weapons. They still went to war. His flag will stand forever. And now a veteran song. Akichita Taoloa. You have a veteran in the family, tap a toe, bend the knee. Your dad, your mom, maybe a veteran. Wachichi Najipo, Le Akichita Taoloa. right. Thank you. How about a nice round of applause for all of our veterans that are here? Right there. It's nice of you ladies to thrill too. Please be seated. Please sit down. Make sure there's a chair behind you. Don't want no world's funniest home video moment here. You're live on the air on Sinte Gleska University.com, YouTube. First of all, I introduce our staff carrier, carrying the Eagle Feather Staff, United States Army veteran, Phil Little Thunder. He's a descendant of Wakia Chicala, Jewish band, who were victims of the Blue Water Massacre. Phil, okay. And carrying the last that represents all of the students of Sinte Gleska University and all the affiliated institutions. A last because a student is just now attaining warrior status, men and women. And you're carrying a last to go off to war, to win your dreams, your dreams. And this is carried in today by United States Army veteran Damon Buckley. And the tribal flag is carried by Army veteran Carol Drake, faculty and staff member of Sinte Gleska University. And the Sinte Gleska University flag is carried in by Valentino Zephyr, United States Navy veteran. Oh, wow. Watch there. Let's give these veterans a big round of applause here. Carrying them like that. These are things you learn in boot camp. You never forget that. Oh, man. It's something I learned in 1965, and I never forget it. So welcome to all of you once again. At this time we go into our program. First of all, bring it up here. The Itacha Tawugalake speech, opening words, President's address from the President of the institution, Dr. Erika Moore. If you would please, let's give her a nice round of applause here.
Thank you, Chloe. Chante Vashdena Pechi, Taimatia, Dr. Erika Moore of the Yukayaki Waimea and the United Confederation of Taino People. I'm Erika Moore. I'm the new president of Sinte Gleska University, and I'm so honored to be here with you all on this day. So, to the graduating class, I'm not starting. Do I? Chante Vashdena Pechi Yuzuki. Taimatia, Dr. Erika Moore of the Yukayaki Waimea and the United Confederation of Taino People. I'm Erika Moore. I'm the Sinte Gleska University president, and I'm honored to be here with all of you. To the graduating class, today is your day. You have walked a path that has demanded perseverance, discipline, and sacrifice. You have worked late nights, balanced families and jobs, and carried responsibilities that at times felt overwhelming. Yet you never lost sight of your goal. And today we honor that strength, that courage, and that commitment. Graduation is not just an end of the journey, it's a beginning of a new one. Each of you carries with you knowledge, skills, and experiences that will shape your future. But you also carry something deeper, your identity as Lakota people, as members of a sovereign tribal nation, as relatives in a community that depends on one another. At SGU, we strive to teach not only through books and classrooms, but also through Lakota, the Lakota way of life rooted in respect, compassion, wisdom, and bravery. These values will guide you in whatever path you choose. As we reflect on the vision of the founders of this university, they understood that education is not simply about personal advancement. It's about protecting your people, sustaining your culture, and building a future where your children can thrive. Graduates, you're a living answer to that vision. I want to take a moment to also thank the families, the friends, faculty, and staff who stand behind each graduate. None of us achieve success alone. The encouragement you gave, the sacrifices you made, and the love you offered had helped bring us to this day. So this ceremony belongs to you as well. So to our graduates, carry your knowledge with humility, use your gifts with courage, share your success with your people, and never forget that you are part of something larger than yourselves. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, whether it's a career of further study, services to your community, or caring for your families, remember that Sinte Gleska University will always be your home. On behalf of the Board of Regents, the faculty, the staff, and our communities, I congratulate you. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we look forward to the good work you will do in this world. Sanoka Kakuna, abundant blessings to all of you. Good luck.
Astela. Thank you, President Erica. She's brand new still to the institution here. Tahti taku auto specialista. I bet you hilasla, you take esla, why cholo. As a higlip at Takomani, it's a why chuchi. I met Dr. Mira Moore here several years ago on my powwow circuit, announcing powwows at USD and SDSU and all the, probably just about all the colleges, institutions in South Dakota. And I met her through her affiliation with student associations, and so I could see she has a belief and dedication to education for our young people. I see that. So last Founders Day we had a formal traditional installation for her. And the mandates still need to come from the people, and that she will attain those. She will attain those to provide the leadership that this institution needs. So with that in mind, I want to also recognize all the faculty that were here today. It made my heart feel good to see all the faculty in the grand entry. So at this time, I'd like all the faculty to stand up, if you would please. Sinte Gleska University faculty. Let's give them a round of applause. They are the ones that guide your education. So thank you very much. And thank you for being in our grand. And we always ask for tribal council members to be in our grand entry too. And if there's any council members that were here in the tribal council, I think Wayne's the only one. All the tribal Roseman Sioux tribe council members, stand up, please. Stand up. Oh, Lisa too. Lisa's here. Okay. Any others out there? Oh, up there. All right, there you go. All right, Watelo. Mr. Eaglebear. Watelo. Future leader right there. Right there. Out there. So that was good to see them here as a part of our festivities, events, celebrations. It's good to see that. We need to all be involved in these things all the time. So with that in mind, we have a Student of the Year address. We always have, they all get together and pick one student to address the commencement crowd, the graduation. This year they selected Devin Bowensoldier, a Trushka Alpine. He can't be here, but we'll have him on video. So at this time, media department, take care of the lights, and we'll direct everybody up here to the media. Watch the screen up here. No popcorn though, no pop, sorry.
Good morning, Sinte Gleska University students and staff, Oshethi Shakaween, and all indigenous communities at large. I'm Keaton Guest of the Choctaw Nation, coming to you live from SGU Media Department, of which resides within the SGU Technology Building. In our studio, we have the Devin Whirlwind Soldier, your Sinte Gleska University Student of the Year. I am your host and Institutional Research Assistant from our own Development Department. And today we'll be speaking with Mr. Whirlwind Soldier about his personal journey, also known as Oichi Moni Wakata, to the fellow speakers. Devin, how are you this morning?
I am doing great. Thank you, and I appreciate you and you as well for the invitation to come and speak with you guys today.
Great, I'm excited for this. To start things off, why don't we just tell our listeners a little bit about yourself and your upbringing?
Well, I was born in Tuba City, Arizona. My parents are Pancho and Belinda Whirlwind Soldier. I am half Diné, and I am also half Lakota Sichangu. I started traveling in the powwow circuit at the age of 9, and over the years I learned to make music from different native backgrounds, from ceremony songs to peyote songs, powwow songs to round dance songs. My powwow career took me across the ocean to perform my music in Zurich, Switzerland, to winning an Aboriginal People's Choice Award in Winnipeg, Canada. I love the powwow circuit, great people, great traditions, and great performances. In 2022, and after traveling 20 plus years on the powwow trail, I made one of the best decisions in my life, and that was to return back to school. I wanted to turn all my turmoils and experiences into a positive and use them to connect with others. Many Native men don't like to talk about don't like to go to counseling, because most counselors do not have the same background or were not raised on a reservation. The stigma that talking about our struggles needs to dissolve, because more and more natives are developing depression and anxiety without knowing how to address it. I believe if there are more male counselors in our community, more native boys and men will find comfort in trying to find counseling. Right now, I'm completing my field placement at St. Francis Indian School, where I will be able to work with the elementary, middle school, and high school students. If we as a community can help fight depression and anxiety at a young age, we may be able to see a brighter future for our reservation.
I love that. How do you overcome most of your personal hurdles?
And I believe that's it. Let's have a nice round of applause for Devin Whirlwind Soldier. Student address to take us to his work. I want you I know a lot of you are kind of looking at wearing this oxygen tube. I've been wearing that since a year ago November, when I had hip surgery. When I came out of surgery, my lungs did not wake up for 4 days. So I was almost gone, but they brought me back. And since then, I've been carrying this air tank with me. So I've been joking, I've been losing a lot of weight too. So this year it used to be skin tight on me at one time, but I lost so much weight, the doctors gave me this so I could blow my belly back up. That's why I carried it. But anyway, I'll just let you know why I'm wearing a tube here. I'm carrying my lung around. But at this time, I'd like to introduce the staff address, Mr. Scott Herman. This time to come up here and give you a few choice words.
I'll put it right up to my mouth so you guys can hear me. It's really good to be here today. I'll start out with how Matakiapi, Chante Washte, Nape Chuzapalo. Greeting my relatives, I shake your hand with a good heart. Good afternoon. It's a truly an honor to be here today as your keynote speaker. As many of you know, I serve as the Vice President of Tribal Nation Building and Community Development here at Sinte Gleska University. I want to tell you a little bit about how I became the speaker today, and it's kind of a funny story to me anyway. But at one of our President's Council meetings, we were planning this very graduation, and the President asked, do we have a speaker yet? And maybe someone who graduated from SGU and went on to do good things. And so I said, well, I graduated from SGU and eventually became the president of the Rosebud Sioux Tribe. Without missing a beat, Dr. Moore looked at me and said, great, you're it. So that's how I became up here, and it's a great honor to be here. Later the next week, she teased me and said, hey, you talk too long when you're explaining things, so please don't go over an hour. I noticed my classmates, former State Senator Sean Bordeaux, does the same thing that I do. I think I need to explain everything down to detail. I think maybe that's the politician side in us, or maybe that's the teacher side, but I do promise I won't go over 15 minutes today. So here I am. I'm humbled, grateful, and proud to stand before the class of 2025. I want to share a little bit about myself because, like many of you, my path wasn't a straight one. I graduated from Todd County High School in 1985. Within my opinion, the best class Todd County ever had. Many of my classmates went on to do incredible things. I was really proud of my class. I was happy to be the class of 1985. I went off to Black Hills State University, and let's be honest, I had way too much fun my first year. 3 of my high school buddies were in the same dorm. We were not exactly model students. 3 of my high school buddies were just about had as much fun as we did, and eventually my mom sat me down and said, hey, you need to come home, get a job. If you're going to live with me, you're going to help pay the bills, she said. So it kind of was a wake-up call for me to start looking around and seeing my classmates succeed and getting good jobs, moving forward in life, and I knew I wanted more for myself as well. So I see one of my coaches here, previous teacher, good friend of mine. He's kept track of me all the way through my high school years, all the way through my college years. And recently I had an opportunity to go to the 7th generation class down at Crazy Horse Memorial. They were graduating, and Chief of Her Mini Horses was there. He was given his speech about to the class that graduated that year. His words kind of inspired me to be able to tell you what he said today. So I want you to kind of raise your hand a little bit so we know he's in the house. You know, Chico. You know, thanks for coming. His words to the 7th generation class that day was, do not be a burden to your family. Do not be a burden to your community. Do not be a burden to your tribal nation. That advice should be spoken at every graduation. It reminds us to strive for better, to lift others, and to build our tribal nations into strong, sovereign communities. After Black Hills State, I thought about lineman school. I even got accepted at Mitchell Tech, but the funding wasn't there. That's when I turned to SGU. My dad, Cornell Herman Sr., worked here as a head maintenance person, and I knew I could get a tuition waiver at this time, so it seemed like the practical choice to be able to enroll at SGU. But looking back now, I can honestly say it was one of the best decisions of my life. Why? Because SGU gave me exactly what I needed. I could live at home, I could work and take classes, I had free tuition, and most importantly, I had instructors who truly cared. Instructors like Doris Ledercharge, Fred Ledercharge, Dwayne Hollowhorn Bear, Albert Whitehat, Victor DeVille, Dennis Gaspar, Cheryl Medeiros, and many others. They didn't just teach, they believed in us. They followed you all the way through. They made sure you was okay till you got a job, and after that they still took care of you. And so, thanks to them, I became the first in my family to graduate with a degree. I went on to teach at Rosebud Elementary for 11 years. Later, I earned a master's degree in Lakota Leadership and Management from Oklahoma Lakota College with emphasis in education administration. Those degrees opened the doors for me to serve as a school administrator, as vice president, and as president of the Rosebud Sioux Tribe. What I've learned is this: education is just not about a diploma. One of my instructors once told me, we don't give out bubblegum degrees here. You will earn this. And Dr. Linda Ehring reminded us it's easy to earn a degree, but what will you do with it? That's the question I ask you today. What will you do with it? Because your education is not just a personal achievement, it is a responsibility to your family, to your community, and to your tribal nation. Now I want to shift the spotlight a little bit because today is not about me, it's about you. Our New Beginnings coordinator, Shiley Bray, recently gathered stories in a project called Owayasya, The Choice to Rise. And when I read those words, I was deeply inspired by each of the students that had made the choice to come to SGU. And their voices of courage, perseverance, and vision, the spirit of SGU itself. I want to read some of the quotes that they had written and why they chose SGU. Mariah LaPointe, she was a participant, she was interviewed. And by the way, I didn't pick all of the people who participated in this interviews, but there was quite a few of them, and I just randomly picked them up, but they all have the same story. Mariah LaPointe earned her Associates of Applied Science and is pursuing her Bachelor's in Legal Studies. She said, I chose SGU because it gave me a space to learn about my culture, traditions, and values while pursuing my education. SGU taught me who I am, where I come from, that has been vital to my growth. April Rockwood, earning her Associates in Human Services and working toward her Bachelor's, said, I chose SGU because it fit with my job and my life. My family and friends who attended SGU had nothing but good things to say, and SGU made it possible for me to keep moving forward. Rhonda Standing Bear, graduating today with her Associates in Lakota Studies, said, I chose SGU because here culture is not just a subject, it's a way of life. I feel a sense of belonging here, surrounded by Lakota people walking their own paths of healing and learning. It gives me space to grow in both education and culture. Caitlin Whiting, who earned her bachelor's degree at Augustana and her master's at SGU, said, this program taught me not just about people, but about empathy and community. These are lessons that go beyond the classroom, life skills rooted in compassion and service. Jocelyn Felix, graduating with her bachelor's in human services, said, I could have gone to SDSU, but I chose to stay close to my family and attend SGU for the first time in my life. When I walked into the teepee, I felt relief. I knew I could be myself here. I could embrace my true Lakota self. Michael Spears, working toward his bachelor's in Lakota Studies, said, through stipends, scholarships, and online courses, SGU made completing my degree possible, and SGU is one of only a few universities in the world that offers a Lakota Studies program. Promise Lensing, pursuing her bachelor's in elementary and special education, said, I wanted my education to mean more than a degree. I wanted to study on native land, surrounded by people who see the world through a similar lens. SGU reminded me that my roots are powerful and my dreams are sacred. These voices remind us that SGU is not just a university. It's a place of transformation, a place where culture and education walk together, a place where identity and opportunity meet. Graduates, give yourselves a round of applause. You carry the same courage and preservation we just heard from these stories. And so, class of 2025, today we celebrate you. You carry forward not only your dreams, but the hopes of your families and your communities and your tribal nations. In fact, let's pause for a moment. Graduates, please stand. And turn to face your families and supporters. Give them a big round of applause for walking this journey with you. Remember, my mentor and quite a few other people's mentors, Chico Menores', his words were, and I'm sure he was passed on those words from one of his mentors and his teachers, friends, coaches. Do not be a burden to your family. Do not be a burden to your community. Do not be a burden to your tribal nation. Remember your instructors and mentors who believed in you. And remember, your degree is not just for you, it's for those who come after you. Go forward. Do good things. I'll leave with words from Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change you wish to see in the world. And the shorter version of that is be the good in the world. We are proud of you. We believe in you. And we all love you. Kilama Yellow, Matakyo Yase. Thank you.
Okay, you guys go down, sit down for a while. Okay, you're already sitting down. Okay, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty here now, the nitty-gritty. I want to also recognize our administrative staff, the registrar's office. They're all standing back. Jack, Patty, all of you guys stand up. Miss Sinte Gleska, stand up. You're the graduate. Let's acknowledge them also, along with the faculty. I was asked yesterday, I said, how long have you been announcing the graduation? So I said, well, I have to be way back in the Ghost Hawk Park days of the 1970s. We had our graduation down there. But I started saying, welcome on behalf of the students, the staff, the faculty, administration, and the board of directors. And normal introductions like that, they usually list all the most important people at the top of the list. President, vice president, secretary, and so on and so forth down. So I was asked, why did you do that? That's backwards. I said, think about this institution. It would not be what it is if it wasn't for the students, the staff to keep it going, the faculty, administration, and the board of directors who oversee policy for the institution. So that's why I do this, the most important. If it wasn't for the students, we wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for the students, Sinte Gleska would not have had that dream. He wanted, so it wasn't for himself, it was for the future children to learn something. And so that's why I say it that way. I always say it backwards. Not to me. To me, I list the most important ones. That's you, the students, today, the past, the present, futures. So all the graduates and alumni at Sinte Gleska University, let's give them all a big round of applause. All the graduates. Maybe one of these days we'll have one of the departments do a little head count of all the graduates we have and do some tracking where they're working at, what they're doing, and have kind of a listing of how many graduates we've had. I know being an alumni is really important. I got adopted as an honorary alumni at the University of South Dakota last year, so I'm really proud of that too, because I don't have a college degree. I don't have one. I got a lifetime of experience. That's my degree. So with that in mind, I want to start our awarding of diplomas. And a reminder, we had the backdrops already. So a lot of you took pictures already. There's a star quilt in the lobby to take pictures of your graduates. But down here, we have a slab of pipestone that at the end of the walkway. That was presented as a gift by Chief Leonard Crodon. He brought that in here one time. What was Uicha Kaka Iwahucha. He Ujimaka Tawiki Heja. He Spata. Nara Wos Be Ihudikab, Nawa Piwa Itu. Wiaka. Wachi Itu Bena, Yukapa Bena. Hereklua Hill Inaz Optelena. Inazibna. Hawachi was there, Wochike was there, was the Iayato. Eche Tokashina, Yuha, Nanihopelo. Nahatoshke Manik had only jump. What he said was, that slab of pipestone, that is the solidified blood of Grandmother Earth. The solidified blood of Grandmother Earth. When you get your diploma, your feather, your plume, and you walk down, stop on her just for a brief moment and say a prayer to yourself. Say a prayer and somebody will hear it and help you in your walk of life with that diploma and make you a success. That's what he meant. That's what he meant. And so we appreciate that gift. It's still there. And so when you get down your diploma, stop there for just a brief moment and give a good thought, okay? And make a good life for yourself. So at this time, I want to get all of our receiving lights standing here. All these people will be shaking hands with you. As we call the names out. Master's degree, all of you stand up. All of you master's degrees, stand up. You'll be coming, when I call your name, you're going to come up this side and shake hands with the people up here, get your diploma from the Board of Regents and the administration of Sinte Gleska. First of all, receiving a master's in curriculum and instruction, Audra Baldwin. Receiving a Master's of Education, Educational Administration, K through 12, the one and only Jessie Lynn Bean. Receiving a Master's of Education, K through 12, Reading Specialist, Nancy Beard. And somebody's screaming their head off for you. Yee-haw! 2 paychecks in the family now. Receiving a Master's of Education, Early Childhood Special Education, Myra Molina. Myra. Receiving a Master's of Education, Educational Administration, K through 12, Trushka Sage Pastor. All the way from a little tent in Soldier Creek. So proud of him. Received a Master's of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Sophia Gallup. Sophia. Received a Master's of Education, K through 12 reading specialist, Ashley Duffy. Ashley Duffy. Some of our graduates already accepted jobs at school started already, so they're already working. Masters of Education, Curriculum and Instruction, Cassidy Hayes. Oh, Keys, Cassidy Keys. Masters of Education, K through 12 reading specialist, Ashley Johnson. Masters of Education, Curriculum Instruction, Lori Stewart. Lori. Now I go to Master of Arts, Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Cecilia Charger Wright. These master's degrees being awarded are all enhanced professionals. Receiver of Masters of Arts, Human Services, Marcela Cruz. Marcela. Masters of Human Services, Suzanne Eaglestadt. Hey! Masters of Arts, Human Services, Deanna Ear. Please don't cry, I don't have no tissues up here, please. All right, thank you. Masters of Arts, Human Services, Lucy Firecloud. Receive a Master's of Arts in Human Services, Deanne Oliver. Hey, okay. Receive a Master of Arts in Human Services, Noella Redhall. Miss Indian America's Mom of the Year. Now we go into Bachelors of Arts. Bachelors of Arts, please stand, all of you. Bachelors of Arts, bachelor's degrees. Now receiving a Bachelor of Arts degrees, Art Institute, Studio Art and Drawing, Lori Bordeaux. Bachelor of Arts, Arts and Sciences, Liberal Arts History Concentration, Karen Feitzover. Now these are the ones, this class here, could be involved in developing curriculum that could be inserted into mainstream education curriculum all across this land about our Native American people. So keep that in mind. Arts and Sciences, Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Arts, History Concentration, Brianne Herman. Bachelor of Arts degree, Liberal Arts, History Concentration, Darian Quickbear. Darian. And now we go to Bachelor of Arts in Business Education, Business Management and Accounting, Charity Bordeaux. Charity. And once again, don't forget we got those banners set up on the back wall and here and some in the lobby with the stock book so you can take pictures of your graduate too. We have lots of time after this, so. Rodeo don't start till 2, powwow don't start till 7, and Subway stays open till midnight. Taco John's, I don't know. Okay, Business and Education. Bachelor of Arts goes to Management, Accounting, Tribal Management, Legal Studies, Christine Crowigo. business education, business management, tribal management, wash aga money we elk soldier. Bachelor of Arts, Business Management, Accounting, and Tribal Management, Jamie Green. Jamie Green. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts, Business Management, and Legal Studies is Kira Marshall. Kira or Kyra. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Business Management, Legal Studies, and Accounting, Stephanie Marshall Sully. There we go. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Business Education, Business Management, and Accounting, Melanie Novak. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Business Management and Legal Studies, Samantha One Star. That's good. We need the legal studies. We need tribal lawyers too. We need a lot of lawyers in Native America, especially those in treaty studies, water rights, land rights. And I know you must have all read Frank Parmesan, a former faculty member, his book, Broken Ground and Flowing Waters. Always remember that. Read it once in a while. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Business Management, Legal Studies, Samantha One Star. Oops, already got that. In Business Management, Legal Studies, Roberta Shields. Roberta Shields. Bachelor of Arts in Education, Business Management, and Accounting, Minnie Spotted Tail. Wow, namesake of the institution. Very proud, very proud. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Business Education, Management, Business Management, and Legal Studies, Ariel Yellowbeagle. Smile, smile. Now we're going to go into human services. Human services, you know, for our little program note, human services in the old original Sinte Gleska College building was the office that was on the main floor of the old BIE office, on the main floor in the northeast corner. And that's where the instructors were. But that's where the old men, Stalag, that's where the old original board of directors, that's where they used to have their meeting. But before the meeting, they would sit outside on the back porch drinking coffee and smoking and laughing and telling stories and jokes. Then they would go inside the Human Services office and have their board meeting. And they attained a lot of good things. And we're still experiencing that. So anyway, Human Services degrees, Bachelor of Arts, Human Services, Mental Health, is graduate Holly Blade. Holly. Bachelor of Arts, Human Services, Criminal Justice, Jalen Eagle. Jalen Eagle. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Human Services and Mental Health, Takoja Jetlyn Felix. Jetlyn. She was smiling all morning, and now she's not smiling. Oh, so proud of you. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Human Services, Steve Gillette, Human Services and Criminal Justice. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts, Human Services, Criminal Justice, Kateri Kildenwater. Bachelor of Arts in Human Services, Chemical Dependency, very important field right now. Theodore Marshall Jr. Woo! Young man, you picked a very important field, so we looked you out. Hey! All right. Bachelor of Arts in Human Services, Criminal Justice, Nicholas Chabot. Nicholas Chabot. Receive a Bachelor of Arts in Human Services, Criminal Justice, Lydia Skunk. Cool, cha-cha. Boy, they had a beautiful graduation ceremony down Lower Brew just a couple weeks ago. It's a very proud little institution. It's an arm of Sinte Gleska University. Ihaktwa has a beautiful center and ceremonies too. So that's again. In the beginning, Sinte Gleska College, our degrees were awarded in affiliation through USD and Black Hills State College. So we're doing the same thing with our institution. We help others do it. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Human Services, Mental Health, Seneca Skunk. Seneca! Beautiful, beautiful. All right, thank you. Congratulations. With Bachelor of Arts, Human Services, Mental Health, Dion Tibbetts. Dion Tibbetts. Smile, smile. Don't be nervous, don't be nervous. And remember, I don't have no tissue, so don't start crying. You might have to use that diploma to dry your tears. Bachelor of Arts, Human Services, Mental Health, Lucille Tuigo. Oh boy, no more homework. Unless you're going for your bachelor's degree. Receiving a Bachelor's of Arts in Human Services, Mental Health, and Chemical Dependency, Camilla Wilson. Camilla Wilson. Once you get done taking your picture, you gotta move over a little bit so the graduates can get through that. Okay, now we're going to go into Bachelor's of Science degrees in education field. K through 8 elementary education, early childhood. The first recipient is Roberta Bloom. Roberta. Hey, finally, finally. Bachelor of Science degree, K through 8 elementary education, early childhood. Kathy Humbird. Kathy. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in K through 8 elementary ed, K through 12 special education, Elizabeth Jankowskis. Elizabeth Jankowskis. Yay! Receiving a Bachelor of Science K through 8 elementary education, early childhood, Maggie McCarty. Maggie McCarty. A Bachelor of Science degree in K through 8 elementary education, early childhood, Charity Merritt. Charity. Receiving a Bachelor of Science, K through 8 elementary ed, early childhood education, Jordan Ron. Jordan. Jordan is a very famous individual. Every time I open up Facebook to Roseville, I see Jordan Ron's name in there someplace. He's very popular. He might be tribal chairman someday, you don't know. Bachelor of Science degree, K through 8 elementary education, K through 12 special education, Allison Stahl. Allison. Now we're going to go into our Associate of Arts degrees. Associate of Arts, we do have 54 of you. As I said earlier, some of you already accepted jobs. So, Associate of Arts, Arts and Sciences, Benjamin Blackbear IV. Benjamin Blackbear IV. Associate of Arts, Arts and Sciences, Rachel Dabone. Rachel. Associate of Arts, Arts and Sciences, Shyla LaRush. Shyla LaRush. Associate of Arts, Arts and Sciences, Kira Bleak. Kira. And now we're going to Associate of Arts in Arts and Sciences, and with our affiliation with Ihakwa Community College. And again, they had a beautiful graduation ceremony already too. They even had a newsletter that went out, showed all the graduates. And the first recipient, Arts and Sciences, Hannah Arrow. Hannah Arrow. And some of them might not be here. And the second one is Marie Cook. Marie Cook. And another is Elisa Flying Hawk. Elisa Flying Hawk. And another one, Arts and Sciences, is Nicholas Horslooking. Nicholas. Okay, now we're going to go into business education. Business education, Associate of Arts degree, AA degree, business management, Rodney Bordeaux II. Rodney Bordeaux II. Business education, business management, Lindsay Cologne. Lindsay. All of you business education graduates, stand up at this time, stand up. All of you business educators, stand up. Business education, business management, Gabriel Goodshield. Business management, associate degree, Alexandria Hacker. Beautiful, beautiful. AA degree, business education, business management. A personal note, I used to babysit this one right here a long time ago. It's this little tiny thing. And he watched her grow up, go into the army, and do her service bit. Oh man. Fancy dancer, jingle dress dancer, and now I think she's making a traditional dance now, so a traditional dress. I'm just teasing her. But I watched her grow up, so proud of you. Business education, business management, Shanoa LaPointe. Business education, business management, Nebraska Millard. Business education, business management, Terry Murray. Business education, business management, 1-year certificate also in welding, the new department of Sinte Gleska University welding department is Sean Young. Sean. And again, another lucky graduate here through Lawbrew Community College, Kuwichasha Community College, business management, Fidelia Skunk. Fidelia. And through Ihamptwa Community College, business management, Calvin Gunhammer Jr. And a lot of times they're not here, but business management, Ihamptwa Community College, Stacy Zeppier. Stacy. And in education, for the same college at elementary ed, Lucas Beard. Lucas Beard. There he is. A degree in elementary education, Michael Beard. Mikal. A degree education, early childhood education, Erica Black Bear. Erica. A degree elementary education, Rachel Janice. AA degree in education, elementary education, Shelley Wilcox. Receiving an AA degree in education, again through our affiliation with Kuwichasha Community College in early childhood education, Jera Brous. And for Ihamptwa Community College, early childhood education, Robin Doherty. There she is, all right. There is an example of how their graduation uniforms were at Ihamptwa Community College. Yellow, beaded yellow. It was so beautiful. Human services. Now I go to human services, AA degree. The first recipient is Victoria Blackglass. Victoria. AA degree, human services, Bailey Serve. AA degree, human services, Lacey Two-Charge. AA degree, human services, Lori Layton. Receiving an AA degree in human services, Sierra McGowan. That's a pretty name. Receiving an AA degree in human services, Shelby Puyer. An AA degree in human services, Tasha Remmers. Services, Jessica Stats. Jessica. Still. Remember to stop a little bit on that pipestone there. Stop a little bit on that pipestone and say a prayer for yourself. And the AA degree in Human Services, Kelly Stenstrom. Kelly. An AA degree Human Services, Alisa Wakanigo. Some of our graduates got fan clubs. AA degree in Human Services, Tara Whitelands. Tara. Hey, Tara, hey. Here she is. And AA degree Human Services, Devin Rowan Soldier. He's not here, but let's give him a round of applause. He was our student addressee. Now for Human Services through Laura Brew, Kuwichasa Community College, is Bobby Drapo. Bobby Drapo, even if they're not here, let's acknowledge them. And the second one is Carla Ironshooter. Carla Ironshooter. Then through Ihatwa Community College, Human Services, Kennedy Sully. Kennedy Sully. And James Zeppier. James Zeppier. That's easier. All right, there we go. But again, as I said before, we had a beautiful graduation down there. And Marty, the Hunter Community College, and they chose to wear robes and cap in their graduation exercise, so congratulations. Now we go to Lakota Studies. Lakota Studies, we need a little more recruitment going on in Lakota Studies. We need to get more students involved in that as much as you can. Really appreciate it. Receiving an AA degree Lakota Studies, Morgana Kilpenwater. Morgana. There she is. Receiving an AA degree in Lakota Studies, Stevie Whitehead. Woo! So proud, so proud. And receiving an AA degree Lakota Studies, Krista White. Krista. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to Associate of Applied Sciences. And this is in the LPN field, nursing. I believe they already had a capping ceremony, so licensed practical nursing. The first graduate is Casey Hawk. Casey Hawk. And our next LPN graduate, the Associate of Applied Sciences at Rose Larvey. Rose Larvey. And our next recipient of the Associate of Applied Sciences LPN is Paulina Martinez. She's giving everybody a high five there. That's all right. I'll get ready here. Thank you. And Associate of Applied Sciences, LPN, Marianne Morath. Marianne. Associate of Applied Sciences, LPN, Jana Murray. Jana. Oh my. She's so happy. Woo, all right. LPN degree. Oh no, this is one of those names. Jovial Juan. Jovial. And now we're going to go into Institute of Technologies, Office of Computer Technologies. The first graduate is Data Entry Specialist, 1-year certificate Data Entry Technician, Nicholas Del Rio. Nicholas. Institute of Technologies, Construction Trades. The first recipient is Terry Gray. Terry Gray. Your bull is in the chute. Get your rope on him. Institute of Technologies, Construction Trade. Wobbly Wit. Wobbly. Another one about tacos out there. Now we're going to go into our 1-year certificates. We have 8 of them. First recipient in welding. Welding, as I said, that was in our trade department of Sinte Gleska University. Is the first graduate is Tavish Bartlett. Tavish Bartlett. All right, thank you, thank you. He would be what do you call that? Welding rod member of the original class. So. And the second recipient is Institute of Technology Desktop Support Technician, Short-Term Certificate and Data Entry, Clifford Broken Leg the fourth. Yeah. One-year certificate, Institute of Technology Building Trades, Maria Lepambo. Receiving a 1-year certificate, Institute of Technologies in the welding field, Cassie Ross. Cassie. I think she's the poster child for the welding program. When they're advertising welding, she's always in there. She's got one of those helmets on, that little welding thing at her head. So that's good. It's good to learn these trades like this. And then we go to building trades, 1-year certificate, Brighton Whitehead, right there. Woo! And now we're going to go into short-term certificates. Short-term certificates, we have 14 of them also. And the maintenance technician, Charles Alcorn Jr. Short-term certificate, additive manufacturing technician, Jordan Arrow. Jordan Arrow. Short-term certificate, additive manufacturing technician. I hope to get this right. Georgia Andrews. I work with some Spaola boys up in Sisseton, so when they put J's in their name, it's usually but I'll say Georgia. Maintenance Technician Certificate, Alisa Bordeaux. Certificate, Data Entry, Linnell Hare. Certificate for Additive Manufacturing Technician, Yvette Iceberg. And a certificate for Data Entry Specialist in Alan Steed. A certificate for Maintenance Technicians Studies is Sydney Whitehat. Sydney. She must be with chocolate that we there, beating the drum. Oh, that's bad over there. All right, let's go. Lakota Studies is that 1 year certificate. Lakota Studies, Lakota History and Culture, Tasha Bordeaux. Tasha. Certificate in Lakota Studies, Lakota Language, short-term certificate, Lakota Studies, Delmer Forget Nothing Jr. Let him through there. I thought Coochie like you alone. Delmer's another Facebook star. I see his name on Facebook too. So these are the voices of the Sicharu. Now we go to short-term certificates. And there are 14 there also that I have on this list. In Lakota Studies, Dolores Barron is the first one. Dolores! Short-term certificate in Lakota Studies, Ned Day. Ned Day. Veteran standby. Short-term certificate, Lakota Studies, Catherine Ironshell. Catherine. Woo! Short-term certificate, Lakota Studies, Anthony spotted out. Tony. Woo! Australia. And last but not least of our short-term certificates in Lakota Studies, as I said, that's a very important department of Sinte Gleska University, is Mr. Derek Tuigo. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call our veterans to take our staffs to flag top. All the honor guard, the escort. We're going to take all of you once again. We're going to make one big circle again, all of you graduates, and you can stop or make a circle here. The flags will go out, and the rest of you graduates stay here because we all want to come and shake hands with you, okay? And some of you are going to get some graduation cards that have $50 bills and $100 bills in them. So make sure you stay here. Stay here. When I graduated, I got food stamps in my envelope. And green stamps too. I'll get you to out there. Veterans. Oh, hang on. Woo, I almost forgot the most. Sit down. Everybody sit back down. Sit down. You're the couple. Oh, man. Almost forgot the most of them. I have a glitch. As I was saying yesterday, when Sinte Gleska first started, way back in 1970, one of the things that the board, the old men realized, and the administration and the board realized it. We have a lot of our people that for whatever reason in their lives did not finish school. And so they had to come up with some kind of a supplemental program to get people an equivalent diploma, general equivalent diploma, GED. Adult Basic Education was formed at that time. And Jackie Clough was a young lady that ran the department. Now we have Jim Marshall that runs that program. And this year we've got a lot of graduates. So we're going to present diplomas to them also before we do our exit, okay? I apologize. I'll just go by the list I had. But anyway, some of them might not be here. I want to give them a round of applause. GED graduates for 2025 is Ryan Barnett. If you're here, please come up here. Ladies and gentlemen, don't leave yet. Please be seated. Show a little respect here. Second one is Shanae Bearheels. And then Mercedes Big Crow. Mercedes Big Crow. Then Alex Blackland Jr. Michael Clausen. If you're here, please come up here, get your certificate. Bobby Falk. Bobby. Tia Feeblecorn. Jonas Grant. Here comes Jonas right here. Let's give him a big round of applause. Finally got his graduation diploma. Gabe Johnson. Gabe Johnson. Leonard Little Thunder III. Cassandra Marshall. Dane Menard. Here comes Dane. Aukivia, 1 star. Aukivia, 1 star. Cassio Pennyhorse. Quincy Provincial. Gregory Seitz. Cadence Center. Terrace Smallbear. Natasha Songer. Crystal Songer. Wayne Westfall. Wayne Westfall. All right, that's the whole list of the AB, GED graduates. So I think Jim Marshall is right there. Let's give him a round of applause for keeping this program fired up again. He's been doing a good job. That's the longest list of graduates we've had in quite a few years. So if you got kids that never finished high school, tell them to get involved in the AV program here. And they can be sitting there getting a bachelor's degree like you or a master's degree. With that in mind, once again, now we'll call the veterans. Veterans, please come forward and pick up the staffs and flags. Akichita, Hupo. Then we'll have a closing prayer. Oh ja, what a lecture. I can't watch it with you. A closing prayer. Get your boots got.
Zo gaan je honing op zo'n keer het gas laat je dan kan niet zo. Want het aan blokkeert u op daar, wanneer het op daar, het ze daarna je had dan niet aanwikkelen. Ooit zo iets ook gezegd, en dan gaan we zo naar hoe je skin. Nou wel ook goed dan wel op je als de ja heb ik. Het ze doen met elkaar.
Was dit dan? Hoopila. Now we have the flag song one time through, and then we'll have an exit song. And we're going to lead you around a circle one more time, and all the graduates, we're going to make a big circle here again, and we'll all come and shake hands with you and give you graduation cards with $100 bills in them, okay? All right, so let's follow along here. Row 1, go, row 2, so on and so forth. Uh-huh. Handshake comes later. Stay in line. Watch your autograph, go back to middle. We all stay in line. Then we'll come and congratulate you. We'll all come and shake hands with you. the Sinte Gleska song. Yeah, all right. Bill. Little bar, little bar. Okay, that's good right there. Okay, now everybody come and shake hands. Start over there, come around, shake hands with the graduates. All of you over there. Go around to the east side, come around, shake hands with the graduate. All of you in the bleachers, go that way, towards the east, and shake hands with our graduates. right, thank you. Thank you to SU Drum Group, Australia. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2025. Nobody could ever take this degree away from you. That's something I said back in the 1970s at graduation down at Gold Talk Park. You be proud of that diploma. You keep it close to your heart. Nobody can ever take that away from you. That is yours. Hey, the tall pillow. Don't forget the powwow. Grand entry 7 o'clock tonight, and 1 and 7 tomorrow, and 1 o'clock on Sunday. Rodeo is kicking off. We have All-Star Saddlebrook right off, taking off. Bull Bash, we have the Wild Horse Race, Indian Relays. I think the Indian Relays are already done. Carnival. And take a look around the campus here. Take a drive around and see the campus here. And remember, if you're here any place, that any way you can support Sinte Gleska University in any way, you feel free to donate. They've got a tax-free status. You can donate to Sinte Gleska University and get tax credit for it too, so income taxes. Especially those of you out there in internet land. You take care of your feathers and your plumes. Keep them in a special place. Whenever you feel trouble time coming on you and you need a little reflection, remembrance of what happened to you today, take that feather and that plume out and put some tobacco on the ground and hold that feather in. Say, Trukashila, Omakyayo, Rushibalayo. Take pity on me and think about me. And then that's where that term of Iotiekia, that means we struggle, but we still go forward. So never go backwards, always go forward. Go sideways a little bit and then forward, but never backward. Don't ever go backward.